Wake up! What is the very first thing so many of us do? We reach for our phones, those amazing little devices. That small glowing box connects us almost instantly to the entire planet. News from faraway countries streams right onto our screens. Messages from friends and family pop up with a cheerful chime. We check the weather forecast for the day. We look at our digital calendars and our endless social media feeds. All of this happens before our feet even touch the bedroom floor. This, you see, is life in the 21st century. It is a super connected life, and the internet makes it all possible. Wow, now think about work and school. The internet has changed them completely. For many jobs, the internet is like the main highway for information. People can work together on big projects even if they are in different cities or even different countries. They send emails, share documents in the cloud, and have video meetings. Students use the internet for research. They can find facts, watch educational videos, and learn new skills online. Information is right there at their fingertips. It's like having the world's biggest library in your pocket. Consider that for a moment. And what about shopping and having fun? The internet is a giant marketplace. You can buy almost anything online, from books and clothes to groceries and gadgets. With just a few clicks, packages arrive at your doorstep. It's so convenient. For entertainment, there are endless choices. We stream movies and TV shows whenever we want. We listen to music from all over the world. We play exciting video games with people on the other side of the globe. There is always something new to discover, something new to watch, something new to play. It keeps us busy. But perhaps one of the most important things the internet does is help us stay connected with people we care about. Think about friends who have moved away. Think about family members living in distant lands. The internet helps bridge those miles, those vast distances. We can send messages, share photos, and even see each other's faces on video calls. It helps us maintain relationships and feel close even when we are physically far apart. It shrinks the world, in a good way. This connection is a powerful thing, helping us share our lives and support one another. Imagine this. One ordinary Tuesday morning, everything changes. Suddenly, your phone shows no connection. Your computer screen is blank. The smart speaker in your kitchen is silent. At first, you might think it's just your own Wi-Fi acting up. You try restarting your router, that little box with the blinking lights. You check your phone's data connection. Still nothing. A little flicker of annoyance, maybe. Not now, you might think. But then, you glance out the window. You see your neighbor looking puzzled at their own phone. This is strange. Then the realization starts to spread, slowly at first, then like a wave. It's not just your house. It's not just your street. Reports, if you can even find them without the internet, would trickle in through other means. Perhaps a battery-powered radio if you have one. The internet is down, everywhere, for everyone. No official announcements on websites because websites don't work. No reassuring posts on social media because social media is gone. Just a vast, sudden, digital silence engulfing the globe. The central nervous system of the modern world has simply stopped. The first impacts on daily routines would be immediate and jarring. No morning news updates on your favorite app, no quick messages to confirm plans with friends. Those emails you were waiting for, they are not coming. The online game you were in the middle of, frozen. The music playlist you always stream, silence. It's like a vital sense has been switched off. How will we know what's happening in the world or even in our own town? The flow of information, once a torrent, has become a tiny trickle, or nothing at all. People would start to step outside. They'd look around a bit bewildered. Neighbors who usually just wave hello might actually stop and talk. Is your internet out too? Would be the question on everyone's lips. Small groups might gather on street corners, in parks, sharing snippets of information or just puzzled expressions. The hum of constant notifications, the glow of screens in every hand, all gone. The world would suddenly feel much quieter and perhaps a lot bigger. A strange new chapter has begun, without any warning at all. What now? Think about the world of work. For so many people, their jobs depend entirely on the internet. Suddenly, no emails can be sent or received, no access to cloud servers where important files are stored. Video conferences? Impossible. Online databases? Gone. Offices would become strangely quiet. Some businesses might have to close temporarily. Others would have to get very creative, very quickly. People would need to find old-fashioned ways to communicate and collaborate. Perhaps messengers on bicycles, like in old movies. Or maybe just talking face-to-face, a lot more. It would be a huge adjustment. And what about school? Modern education leans heavily on digital tools. No more online research for homework assignments, no more educational apps or interactive whiteboards that connect to the web. Virtual classrooms would vanish. Teachers would become even more essential, digging out old textbooks and relying on their own knowledge. Libraries, those wonderful buildings full of physical books, would suddenly become incredibly important hubs of information. Learning might become more hands-on, more focused on discussion and direct experience. It would be a different kind of learning for sure. Shopping for everyday needs would transform dramatically. Forget online orders and home deliveries for most things. Physical stores would see a massive surge in customers. Imagine the queues. Cash would become king again, as digital payment systems would be down. People would need to plan their shopping trips carefully. Knowing what you need, making a list, and perhaps even growing some of your own food could become very important skills. Impulse buys with a single click, those days would be over, at least for a month. This would require patience and planning from everyone. Then there are all the other essential services we take for granted. How would you pay your bills without online banking? How would banks themselves operate without their vast networks? Accessing healthcare information, making appointments, many systems rely on the internet. Communication from government agencies and emergency services would need new channels. Community notice boards, local radio stations, and printed newspapers, if they could still be produced and distributed efficiently, would experience a massive revival. It's a whole new ballgame learning to navigate daily life without our digital safety net. So, how would people talk to each other? With instant messaging gone, we would have to find other ways. Writing letters. Can you imagine putting pen to paper, buying a stamp, and sending your thoughts through the mail? It sounds slow, but also kind of special. Phone calls on landlines, if they still worked independently, would be precious. But mostly people would talk face-to-face much more. Neighbors would check in on each other. Communities might set up information boards in town squares. Local bonds could become much stronger, much more quickly. And what about fun? Without streaming services, video games, or endless social media scrolling, how would people entertain themselves? Well, think about it. Board games would come out of dusty cupboards. Packs of cards would be shuffled. People might actually read those physical books sitting on their shelves. Families could rediscover the fun of playing charades or telling stories to each other. Kids might spend more time playing outside, inventing their own games. We might find ourselves being more creative, using our imaginations in ways we had forgotten. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? There would be many problems for sure. Access to critical information, coordinating help, the economic impact, these would be serious challenges, but there could also be surprising benefits. Imagine a world with less digital noise, less constant pressure to be online. Perhaps people would feel a bit calmer, less stressed. Families might eat dinner together without everyone staring at a screen. We might learn new practical skills, how to fix things, how to cook from scratch, maybe even how to navigate using a paper map. The pace of life would slow down. So, what's the big idea here? What would we miss the most if the internet vanished for a month? Would it be the convenience, the entertainment, or the connection to the wider world? And more importantly, what could we learn from such an experience? Could a forced digital detox actually teach us something valuable about ourselves and our communities? Perhaps we could find a better balance between our online and offline lives. The future is always full of possibilities, and thinking about these things helps us prepare and appreciate what we have. Science. It's all about observing, learning, and understanding our world.